going to be going over a case study from a client we have in the cannabis industry. And as you might know, in the cannabis industry, it's really tough because of you can't really advertise seemingly because of Facebook, Instagram, Google. They make it very, very, very tough, if not impossible, to advertise cannabis. Part of the rules of Facebook, for example, are you cannot condone the use of cannabis or cannabis-related products, such as CBD, unfortunately. But we found a way around this. There's a loophole around this, and I'm going to show you how to do it. So with our client, what we did, now this, how we do this all depends on your ideal client. There's no one size fits all when it comes to marketing. You have your own unique clients and customers, and this client had their own unique customers as well, and their unique selling points and unique way of selling their products and stuff like that. Now, what we did was we built out a system that allowed them to advertise on Facebook advertising with paid ads, sell their cannabis products without getting their advertisement suspended. And so one of the ways we did that is we did a sweepstakes, and we offered some really cool music festival tickets to a very specific type of crowd. Now, it's not always music tickets that we give out in these sweepstakes. It could be all kinds of things, but it has to be indirectly related to your products. So they're selling cannabis products, but we can't advertise it. So we have to advertise something else. So we chose to advertise an event, a festival, and we were giving away 2 free VIP tickets to this festival to see all these people, such as Snoop Dogg and Wiz Khalifa and Migos and all these popular people, right? Now, the people gave up their name and email address to opt in. They entered to win. On the very next page, they watch a video that explains that if they share this sweepstakes with their friends, they receive points. The more points they get, they receive products and prizes and bonuses and awards for being part of this movement. So instead of selling the products on the advertisements, we're selling a big idea, we're selling a culture, and we're getting them to be a part of this movement and this culture and to get them to fall in love with the brand. And on this video, by the end of this video, they realize this is a really cool brand. They sell products. That's why they're giving out these free tickets and doing this, sweepstakes. And if I check my email address, there's going to be a secret, awesome bonus prize right away. And they're going to go in here, and based on how many how many friends opt in of theirs, that's why it's called a viral value loop. So they just simply click a button, it shares on their social media, it goes viral, their friends share it, so on and so on, and everyone starts opting in, and we get tons of these email addresses of all the people that fit this specific ideal customer that our client wanted to target. Because we always target your ideal customers, your dream customers. We figure out who they are and we target them. We find out what their wants, emotions, and beliefs are, and we create a big idea and a culture surrounding those wants, emotions, and beliefs. And so then they check their email because they're excited about the contest, the sweepstakes. They're excited about winning. They're excited about how many points they get. And there's even a leaders board that allows them to see how many friends of theirs opted in, to see how many points they get. And so there you could allow the winner to see who's winning and who's getting the most points and all that stuff. And it's all automated. Then here, they get a special offer in this email, and it talks about cannabis in this email. So this is where we really go hard on talking about cannabis products in this first email, but we also lace it with the sweepstakes and the viral value loop story and the culture. Then we indoctrinate them. They go on an indoctrination sequence. Now, they could click the link in this email, and it goes to a sales video, and it sells the cannabis products. If they buy the first product, it's something called a tripwire offer, which is a low price offer to get their foot in the door. Then we give them a one-time only upsell offer. Then we have a thank you wall after they order that has other products on there as well that are cannabis related. And this is where all the sales is done. Now, anybody who doesn't click the sales and buys right away, they go onto an indoctrination sequence that triggers them to go back into the sales process, and it builds value through education and other videos. Now, some people are going to opt in but not watch this video, and they're not going to check their email. For all those people, or they might check their email, but they're not going to go into the sales process. So those people, they get followed up with something called a soap opera sequence. And this is where we tell the backstory of the brand and the movement and the culture and the sweepstakes and why we're really doing this. And by the end of this email sequence, they want you to win. They're excited. They become your true fan. They become a raving fan at this point. And now they want to see you win and buy your products. And here is where you create a sense of urgency with your products. And so the only time you can't really talk about cannabis is on the Facebook ad and on the registration page. But if you come up with a really good big idea, which is what we help you with, like a sweepstakes, a contest, something called a lead magnet, it could simply be a really cool idea to get them to opt in. And it's just the way that it's written, the sales psychology that we use to get them to give up their name and email address. Then after you opt in, now you could start selling them cannabis stuff. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't go against any of Facebook's rules because now they're a subscriber. Now, just so you know, we're getting a 48% opt-in rate on this. So out of 100 visitors, we're getting 48 to opt in and give up their email address. And then it's only costing us about 50 cents per opt-in. But then with the viral value loop, because they share it with their friends, we end up getting opt-ins for only 5 cents a piece on average, and that's why we call it a viral value loop. Then about 15% of these people end up buying right away, and then another 20% buy through the soap opera sequence. So that's how we sell cannabis products using paid advertisements on Facebook.